have a couple questions for you today. Are you finding it hard to stay on track? Are you eating but still not feeling full or satisfied? Are you skipping workouts or maybe not working out at all because you can't find the time to fit it in with your busy schedule? These are questions I get all the time. Today, when I first started out, I was a mom. I found myself in my late 30s with 3 small children, out of shape, 30 pounds heavier than I am now, hormones out of control, and sugar was my BFF. And I woke up one day and I'm like, you know what? This is not how I want the rest of my life to be. This is not how I want to feel anymore. So I decided to make a change. Today, I want to share with you my 7 top tips to help you start eating better today, eating healthier. So my number 1 tip, this is, if I could only give you one, this would be the number 1 tip, would be to start adding in green smoothies to your diet. If you look at any diet out there, any plan, the one thing they all have in common is increasing the amount of fruit and vegetables that you're eating. So green smoothies are the most simple way to get that done. And even if you've never had a green smoothie before, or you drink green smoothies every day, this is the thing to do consistently. So my second tip is, when you're eating a meal, a lot of people will eat until they are feeling stuffed. Do you ever have that feeling you're like stuffed, you can't eat anymore, and then you don't feel good because you ate too much? So what I teach people is to eat until they're just about full, because it takes your stomach and your brain a little while to get the connection that you've actually eaten enough. But if you learn how to do this, oh my gosh, it's amazing. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel so much better after you eat. So another tip, and this is huge, is to eat consistently throughout the day. Do you skip meals? Do you save your calories for later? That doesn't work. It always backfires. We need to keep our blood sugar stable, never letting our bodies get too hungry, because that's when we'll spiral out of control and we'll just reach for whatever is around us. And usually it's either sugar, something salty, or something loaded with caffeine and fat. So eating consistently throughout the day and planning is key. Another thing is drinking water. And I know you hear that all the time. Drink more water, drink more water. Well, there's so many ways to get more water into your body. Say you don't like drinking water. I have all sorts of different ways that I teach you to add more water into your diet. You can eat foods such as fruit and vegetables that have high water content in them, or have all sorts of hydration creations that I love sharing. Oh my gosh, those are the best. So another thing you can do, and this is really important, is start to change your relationship with food. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's see. When we eat, we can either eat with pleasure, or we can eat in a stressed mode. And I'm going to give you an example of this. And I always use chocolate cake because I like chocolate cake. Chocolate is a food group now. If I take a piece of chocolate cake and I look at it and I say, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be eating this chocolate cake. It's bad for me. I'm going to get fat. It's going to go right to my hips. You are putting your body in a state of stress by the way you're speaking. Can you feel that? So your body knows what stress is, but it doesn't know how to differentiate stress from traffic where you're stressed out and you're angry, or from these negative thoughts that you're thinking. So those negative thoughts about the cake or the traffic are going to cause the same thing to happen in your body. It's going to shut down your digestion, because when we're in a state of stress, the body, all it thinks is, gosh, I got to get out of this stress. I've got to get away really, really fast. So it goes back to like when we were cavemen and cavewomen, and this is still the same body's response to stress, is to shut down digestion, save energy so I can run really fast if I'm being chased by a tiger. So do you understand? It doesn't really understand the different types of stresses that we go through every day. So if I took that same piece of chocolate cake and I said, you know what, I really love chocolate cake, I'm going to enjoy this, I'm going to savor it, your whole body is relaxed. You're not in a state of stress anymore. So I like people to make this mind connection when they're eating food, because our thoughts really, really affect digestion. Digestion doesn't start in the stomach. It doesn't start in the mouth. It actually starts in our mind. So my last tip is number 7, is to be your body's BFF. And what does that mean? Be your own body's best friend. So you are always going to be you. No matter if you're 100 pounds overweight, 50 pounds overweight, or at your ideal weight, you are always going to be you. And what I see is, women postponing joy. Well, they'll say, when I lose this weight, then I'm going to go buy a new dress. Or when I lose this weight, I'm going to have a boyfriend or significant other, or go out on a date with my husband. And you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. Live here now, today. Learn to love your body today. No matter what shape, what size, because you are you, and you're always going to be you, and you are amazing and beautiful, and you have so many gifts to share with the world. So go love yourself. Look at yourself square, eye to eye in the mirror, and go tell yourself how much you love yourself.